So you got Ron Guidry, Louisiana Lightning. You got Daniel Cormier, the two-division UFC champion. But now Dustin Poirier, on the strength of a UFC interim lightweight title, has a key to the city of Lafayette. And he will try to add to his significant legacy in this spot here tonight.
The king of Lafayette, Dustin Poirier. He loves that city, and he embodies everything that the city stands for.
Yeah.
He's tough. He's durable. He's a guy that is looking for a fight. And in the fight with Max Holloway to win the title, you saw that he's willing to go through anything to accomplish his goals. A truly special athlete is Dustin Poirier.
And it's amazing to think where he was after that knockout loss to Michael Johnson in a main event in Hidalgo, Texas in 2016. Refocused, rededicated himself, and was able to produce a UFC title. All eyes on Dustin Poirier as he gets back on the famed canvas here tonight. Well, you want to talk about a fighter who checks all the boxes, DC. Here is the UFC featherweight king, your right-hand man, Max Holloway.
The blessed expressed is always on my mind. He's one of the best fighters and one of the best guys that we know. The pace and the ability to push and press forward is something that the UFC's featherweight division has never really seen. To melt Jose Aldo in the way that he did, to melt Brian Ortega in the way that he did, is truly a compliment to Max Holloway and his preparation, true Hawaiian to his soul, and it shows the toughness that he exhibits when he steps into the octagon.
You talk about a guy ably taking the torch from the Hall of Famer BJ Penn. Max blessed Holloway. Few guys are going to be able to match the cardio. You mentioned the pace and the pressure. All eyes on Max Holloway yet again here tonight. Max blessed Holloway. Y&I represent the man many of these fight fans have come out to see here tonight. All right, now we bring you the tail of the tape for this featherweight championship fight. And now for the official introductions, the veteran voice of the octagon is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Dustin the Diamond Poirier. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC featherweight champion of the world, Max blessed Holloway.
All right, Herb Dean, our referee for this one, just about to get underway. All right, folks, here we go with the third and in all likelihood final meeting between future Hall of Famers Dustin Poirier and Max Holloway. They met in 2012 and 2019. Poirier getting the upper hand both times.
Dustin Poirier does a great job of using his range. He's the bigger guy, so he uses his size to control Max Holloway. But the one thing you know about Max Holloway, he is a dog and he is a gamer. And anytime he's in there, he's going to try to take it to you, as he has done time and time again against Dustin Poirier.
There's that jab from Max Holloway. Didn't take him long to find a home for that tonight.
I mean, Max Holloway constantly fights behind the jab, and you would expect it at the start of every single fight. The jab leads to everything else that he does inside the octagon.
All right, so we have got a full-on brawl to start this fight. Any concern that these guys might burn themselves out?
Oh, they're going to exhaust themselves. So we may as well enjoy it right now, because come the third round, regardless of the weight class, they're going to look like two tired heavyweights in the middle of the octagon.
Both fighters starting to open up a little bit.
Watch that uppercut. He's looking to try to get that uppercut.
great job getting out of that clinch position.
Oh, misses with the jab. All right, so Dustin Poirier getting off to a pretty good start tonight, and all driven by that straight left hand.
Yeah, you know, Dustin Poirier is a right-handed guy, so he's pawing at you with the right jab, and then boom, he drops that right hand. We have seen him put some of the best fighters in the world on their back with that straight left hand. Good to see that Dustin Poirier is landing it early in this fight tonight.
Holloway's bleeding from the mouth now. A cut there on his lip. That doesn't look like fun. Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting the head and sort of maybe letting his opponent...
This is big. That's big. Oh, yes. Now we're going.
Uppercut countered by Dustin Poirier. Unable to connect there. Well, champ, I don't see that well, but it's hard to miss the redness underneath that elbow. A lot of bodily investment from his opponent tonight.
Yeah, it's an investment, John. It may not pay dividends right now, but the more you go there, the more damage you do, eventually it will show itself. Right now, it's starting to show.
Just over 2 minutes to go in round one. All right, well, that blow is buffeting from that cut with each strike landed, and he continues to effectively target that area.
You know, we are talking about a guy
That's a huge strike right there. I'm not sure how this is going to take.
massive shot that he landed. Great job. Now we're going.
Oh! Beautiful combination. This is why you pay to be in the building. Back and forth we go. Oh, high amplitude head kick. All right, so the king of Lafayette, Louisiana, Dustin Poirier, putting on a striking clinic here tonight. And gosh, man, he is so deceptive in terms of his weapons that his opposition really hasn't had many answers tonight.
You know, John, it's crazy because he doesn't look fast. It doesn't come fast. But every...
Well, he rocked him, but couldn't finish him.
He rocked him. He hurt him bad. He couldn't find that one shot to close the door. Could not shut the lights off. And now he's tasked with trying to find that shot again.
Some damage being doled out, and now some swelling upstairs on his opponent.
He's not moving his head effectively. He's trying to be face first. Look, you don't have to prove how tough you are. You got to move your head. Be active. Don't be reactive in your defenses. Changing the position. Getting them out here.
All right, 20 seconds to go in the round. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here. Massive shot from the top.
Poirier's back and forth. Round two is next. All right, so there's the end of the round. You see the blood trickling down as he makes his way back to the stool. Cut on the bridge of the nose, or so it appears from the strike in that round. Cut man getting right to work.
I want you to go out there this round, and I want you to hit.
All right, let's check out some of the action, DC. And how about the punching acumen by that fighter in that previous round?
He does not waste anything. He does not loop punches. Everything's tight. Everything's precise. He's a sniper. We always talk about how he's a sniper. He is a sniper, and it showed in that exchange that allowed him to drop his opponent.
All right, here we go with our second round. It is Max Holloway versus Dustin Poirier. All right, next round is now underway. Hopefully the action continues at a high level. Pretty good first 5 minutes.
Pretty good first 5 minutes. Both of them just really pick it up. Let's see who decides they're going to lead the dance as we go forward. I mean, he's still on his feet, but he's not up by much.
Big right hands there by Max Holloway.
Poirier's landing big shots.
Well, it seems like there has been an opening for that overhand all night long. Let's see if he goes back to it here. And both fighters exchange in the pocket.
What a beautiful body kick.
Now some spacing as they exit the clinch. Max Holloway.
Oh, look at that. He can't even stand.
All right, so that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't.
Huge connection by him there.
He needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished.
Poirier's looking to pass out of the half guard and attain side control here, but unable to do so.
Now he's going full mount. He's got to be careful here.
Nice movement to avoid some of those strikes from the top. Might be a submission attempt here, champ.
I mean, you cannot sit in a full guard. When you sit in the full guard, you give these guys so many opportunities.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Poirier. Oh, back up again. You can't hold a good man down. All right, so a wise decision by him to continue to attack that cut. And it's getting wider by the minute.
It's getting wider by the minute. This guy is a fantastic fighter, and he's as smart as David. He's wobbling now.
Oh, big hook. That'll sting. Well, he was a little bit lackluster in round one. You can't say the same here in this second round. He has really picked up the pace, an uptick in the aggression and the output, and starting to find his range here in the pocket. Poirier goes for the clinch here. Looks like he's trying to recover. He was stunned a little bit earlier. Let's see if he can get a respite here. All right, so you can see some swelling on the facial region now as his opponent lands yet another strike, and that one was clean.
I mean, this guy is so clean with a strike. He knows exactly what he wants to accomplish, and he does a great job of doing just that.
Huge shot finds the target there.
Great shot lands. Now he's got to go find that kill shot, is what they call it, to go and end the fight.
Might get the TKO here.
He's setting up the armbar.
Looks like he's got the sub locked in. Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
Oh, and he's able to land a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done by Poirier. Well, he has certainly kept the punch counters busy tonight. He's landed a ton of significant strikes and clearly is winning this fight tonight.
He's winning this fight going away, and it's one of those rare instances where everything comes together.
All right, side control now. Holloway's has got full mount now. So wisely, he continues to attack that area that is cut wide open. When you were fighting, was that something you would do, back mount now? Poirier getting absolutely worked here from the top. Let's see if there's an uptick in his urgency here as he tries to get back up.
Great shot from the top position.
And there it is, another strike gets through on the ground. All right, he's in a half-guard position here, DC, and in a good spot to dole out a lot of damage, I would think.
A lot of damage can be done from the half-guard.
Oh, tight submission attempt now with the Darce.
Oh, my goodness. That Darce choke is very tight.
All right, so now going to position over submission as he bails on the sub.
All these actions, though, these big actions got to wear on the gas tank of both guys.
Well, this is absolutely the hurt business. It's hard to see which party is more injured, but I think both fighters have been really affected with their strikes in this one.
Yeah, both guys have been affected. Both guys have been beat up. It's a very competitive fight. Let's see who has the heart to carry them through these very tough moments.
Well, that combination's going to test his chin. Nicely done. And the horn sounds on round two. Well, you don't see that every day. What a round it was. Knockdowns on both sides, DC. Very entertaining fight thus far.
And big knockdowns. Knockdowns that looked like they were going to finish the fight. Everybody else in the back, it's fine. Don't worry about it. The $50,000 check has already been cashed by these two fighters. You've had your fight of the night.
All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of the round. We had a knockdown there, but not a knockout.
No, it wasn't a knockout, but you can't take those shots. That big punch landed, and it sat him down. If he gets hit with another one of those, it might be Good night, Irene.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. I mean, what else can you say about that Max Holloway jab? Just makes it look easy.
He makes it look easy, and now he's throwing them more. He's throwing more jabs because he has an understanding of what his opponent is doing in return every time he throws a shot. This guy's good, man, and we have seen him on multiple occasions have these star-making performances, which is why everybody loves Max Holloway.
Punches in bunches, and he hasn't really shown any signs of slowing down here tonight. I'm not sure how much more his opponent can take. Beautiful kick to the body. Well, he's there, and somehow his opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be receiving end of those types of strikes.
That'll do it! Stop me in Louisiana! Your guy has done it!
Holy smokes!
Let's get to the official decision. Here once more, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 48 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by knockout and new undisputed UFC featherweight champion of the world, Dustin the Diamond Poirier.
All right, Dustin Poirier getting it done by knockout. The man that you know well has natural power, but he has also honed it and established it and found the knockout button tonight.
That's exactly what he does. He knows how to knock people out, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Dustin Poirier was able to get his shots off, choose them wisely, and it led to a knockout finish.